Here we go again. Here we go again. Hello, it is me. It is I, Christopher. No, it's not. It's me, Bob, your host of Elimination. I'm here with my dad, Dave.
Hello.
And for the first time, 3 episodes in a row, cousin Pauline.
Oh, I'm not even listening to that. Not from you.
Nice of you to turn up. We are here. I don't know what I was going to say there. I'll just make it up as I go along. So we have a match-up today of 2 animated films. I can see Dave flapping about to find his Gumph. Have you got Gumph, Dave?
Yeah, we don't normally go straight into the gun for all.
Well, it's wasting no time.
You tell us about what you've been up to.
Well, we did end the last episode with me talking about Lee.
How do I know Lee?
From the Wolf Pack. Okay, you don't.
I don't know him from the Wolf Pack.
You don't know him from the Wolf Pack. So it's me, Lee, and Alan.
Not many in
my
the
2
Wolf
friends.
Pack.
No, it's more of a wolf tripod. Yeah. Well, Rat Pack. There was only 3, wasn't there?
Oh no, they're really cool.
No, there's
don't
more
even
than 3.
dare.
Was there more than 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't even. No, don't use Rat Pack.
Okay. Well, the wolf pack. So I said to Lee, I spoke about you, Dave. I always talk about you, how I'm always thriving to get your love. And Lee said, "Oh, does your dad remember me?" And I said, "Oh, he remembers you being in his fantasy football
He
thing."
says you're an idiot.
His fantasy football team.
In your fantasy football league that you did with Leeds United. That was the name of his team.
But I don't remember that.
As in Leeds. Oh, I thought you did. Sorry. No. Anyway, and he said, he said, no, because I used to come around and watch the football. I didn't remember it at all. And I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, I came around to watch the Arsenal a few times. He said, your mum brought in a load of pizzas and we ate, it was like a pizza buffet on the table.
Where were we living?
Swanley.
None of you.
And he was your friend at the time.
Yeah, he worked with me. Yeah, he worked with me. Yeah, I forgot all about it, but yeah, he remembered your whole front room and what it looked like and, what we ate and all that kind of stuff. But
And you don't even remember it.
I didn't remember it. I mean, we're talking a long time ago now, but a lot's happened since then.
Yeah, it's about 20 years ago.
It was a lifetime ago for me. But yeah.
No, that's unusual. Normally you remember everything.
Yeah. Do you want to see a picture of him, just in case?
Yeah, well,
it rings a bell. He's got clothes on.
Not dressed up as a wolf, is he?
I'll find it. I might have deleted it.
Poor old Lee's been deleted. He's been deleted.
Why would I keep a picture of the lads in... Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he is.
Let's have a look at this character. No, I don't remember at all.
Okay, all right.
I think he looks a little bit like Dan.
Brother Dan,
Yeah.
my brother Dan.
Tiny resemblance.
Not really, because I've seen Dan more recently and he's got a big ginger beard like me, so...
No.
Yeah.
Ginger?
Yeah, ginger.
Actually, you was always blonde, weren't you? Where did the ginger just suddenly sprout from?
From wifey, I blame wifey all day long. But I did go out for the wolf pack, didn't I? Because you refused.
Because I think it's weird.
So we went to Bexley, right? This is the funny thing. You said it was a COVID pub, Dave, because we was all sitting apart.
Yeah. It was like an episode of Would I Lie to You into year 2020,
No, it was not like
You're
that.
all sitting
It
apart.
was like that, wasn't it?
It wasn't. I was holding the camera. No, we wasn't as far away as what it seemed. Anyway, so we went to a pub called the George in Bexley, first of all, and it was a bit more lively. There was sort of a younger scene, sort of our age rather than an old man pub, but not young people either. So we started off in there. We sat down and we was having a chat, and they're like proper men.
Do you get an Uber?
Like proper.
No,
so you're not a proper man.
Alan's wife Claire, or Alan drove us there.
Claire.
Yeah, Alan drove us there with Claire, and then we got out and Claire got in the car and she drove home.
Right.
So she did us a favour. And then we got an Uber home. But yeah, we went to the George, and then when we was in there for a little while, they're like proper men. They do DIY and talk about men stuff.
What are you talking about? Dolls?
And it's funny you say that because Lee did refer to them as dolls. because I try and break up their manliness with my.
Femininity.
If I had femininity, I'd probably be proud of it. But
Well,
I don't
just try and bluff your way into the conversation.
I've done that all my life, Dave. I've always done that. Oh,
You
yeah.
be you,
Oh, yeah,
Bob.
mortgage rates are they through the bloody roof, aren't they? Don't know how my kids are going to get through school. Oh, God.
You be you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What's the saying? You do you.
You do you, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I've learned in life. I'm just going to say what I want to say.
Well, they want to see you again.
So I throw in a couple of jokes, as I do, and we talk about nights out they got planned. Lee's been to a beer fest, German beer fest thing, and Alan drinks every day in his house, in his kitchen, and in the Blue Bean, which is next door to the co-op where his wife works. So while she's working, he's outside having a beer. Anyway, so we were in the George, we have a few drinks there, and then they start setting up this massive, it was like a DJ decks thing, literally behind where I'm sitting, right? Okay, so they're setting it up, and it's still light, it's still quite early, so I'm thinking, oh, when they start playing music as it gets on, we'll go somewhere else or something, we'll find somewhere else. Anyway, it didn't take long at all. They were playing music. I mean, they were playing sort of dancing, like stuff I've never heard of. No, not rapping and that, but like,
Boom, 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 boom.
yeah, I could, because I've only got one working ear. I couldn't hear them anyway.
Was it like 90s garage?
No, it was like it was just like dance stuff. It was like they played a couple of tunes I knew, but they was like almost like raving songs. And I looked around the pub and it wasn't that vibe. Like, I don't know. He should have started off.
Audience.
Yeah, he should have played it. And it was really loud. Like, the bass on it was like shaking the whole.
Goes through your chest.
Yeah. And so it was right behind us as well. So we're shouting at each other now, aren't we? Because I've only got one ear. And them two are sitting the opposite me. So they're closer together than I am to them. So they're chatting away, and then they go, and then they'll say to me, "Yeah, that's right, isn't it, Rob?" I'm like, "What's that?" They're like, Chris that we used to work with. Chris. Yeah. And we're just shouting at each other. Anyway, so I went to the toilet. Now,
Oh no, this is.
Oh, we don't want a toilet
No, we don't want a
story, do we?
toilet story.
you don't want a toilet story of the week?
Don't tell me the two Wolfpack blokes got up with you.
No, well,
Oh no.
they held my hand. No. So, I'm gonna skip the toilet story. Okay, you don't want it. You
Is
don't
it
want
graphic?
it. No, it's not graphic. It's just it was a little bit embarrassing.
I need to hear
On
it
my
now.
part. So I went into the toilet, and I went into the actual toilet. There was like a toilet with a locked door, not a cubicle, where you could look over the top and underneath and all that kind of stuff. Not one of them. It was an actual door you shut, right? So anyway, I go in there and I shut the door and lock it, right? And it doesn't smell great in there straight away. But the urinals, there was only like 2 urinals, and there was a bloke at each one. So I thought, I'll just nip in here. Right, so I shut the door.
Did you not check the toilet's clean? You know where you look over.
Oh,
Is that a girl thing?
I never look. Look.
Right.
If I'm going to sit, obviously I would look and probably not use it, but I didn't need that. So I just went in the splash zone, as we like to call it. And so I shut the door, and when I shut the door and locked it, behind that door was another door, and it was ajar. Like, it was just open a little bit.
What, another door?
Yeah. And I thought, that's weird.
Where is this going?
Oh, I've got no idea what it is.
No, I couldn't. No,
You was in Narnia.
and I thought, does that lead to another
The ladies.
toilet or something?
Yeah.
And I thought, no, because that's where the stairs are. That's where the stairs come up. That's where I walked to go. So I was like, do I look? Do I not look?
And that was locked as well.
No, it wasn't locked.
Oh,
It was ajar. It was
So
ajar.
people will pass and see.
No. So I opened it. I sort of peeked around. I opened it. I peeked around the corner. It was just a cleaning cupboard. It has to have mops and stuff in it.
Oh right.
But just for a minute there, I thought,
You thought-
it was the smallest cupboard ever. I mean, it was thin as anything. It was like a couple of mops in there, or whatever. But God, I thought it was Monsters Inc. I thought it was like Sully was going to come out. Yeah. Anyway, so I had a wee, and because it didn't smell good in there, I thought what I'll do is I'll stay in here until I hear somebody leave. then I know there's at least just one bloke in there at least, and they won't think the smell is me. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, and I'll wash my hands and I'll go. Right, so I hear somebody leave. I open the door. It's full of blokes. It's literally full of blokes. There's about 8 people standing there, and they're standing right there. So it just looks like and they all start laughing. They all start blokey stuff. So I've washed my hands.
You started crying.
Yeah. And I said, boys, we're leaving. We're going. Yeah, it was just a bit of an episode. I tried
Sounds a bit traumatic.
Did you hear all these people come in? If you could hear one bloke leave, why couldn't you hear 8 blokes come in?
In my head, I'm thinking each time the door opens and shuts is one
It's a bit
person.
of a nothing story, isn't it? Really?
Well, it is, but it could have been so much worse, couldn't it? It could have been so much worse.
Because one of the mops could have come to life and walked in the toilet.
No, because they thought
Hoover could have.
They thought the smell
out.
was me. That's the thing. So every time I was sitting at the table when I came back down, and each one of them came down, it was like they were,
That's the one
that's the
that's
smelly kid.
In there.
There's the smelly kid, yeah, and it wasn't,
So did you stay there or did you leave?
No, we did leave only because the music and I didn't tell him about the toilet story.
And that's as exciting as it got with your.
No, it
If
didn't.
I walked into that
out.
toilet and it stunk like you said, I wouldn't have gone in
wouldn't
there. I
have
was
gone
just
in
waiting for
there.
one of the urinals to come through.
Oh no, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. Because it was just I don't think. I just.
You don't ever think about
I just thought 2 urinals on the toilet. Go, go, go. Shut the door. And I thought, oh, it smells in here. It was and now I'm in there. So no matter what happens, I'm in there. That's it. So I might as well use it. All right. Okay. Toilet story of the week. Anyway, so we left the George and we went into. I think it's called the King's Head. Came out of the George.
This is Dartford.
Bexley.
Oh, Bexley,
Yeah. And we went in there, and at that time, because the DJ was so loud in the George, everyone had left. It was really dead in there at that time. I'm sure people came back later on, but we went down to King's Head. You couldn't move for people in there. You couldn't move. We literally one of them old classics where if it was a smoker's pub, it would be like bellowing out. We couldn't open the door enough to get in, so we sort of made our way in. It was really great in there. We had a couple of I had a couple. That's where I had a Guinnesses, Guinea, as I like to call them. And that's when we started to get real sort of like tipsy and jokey and
Men don't get tipsy.
They do. You get,
Harry, I feel really tipsy.
well, you don't tell everyone, do you? But they started to talk about manly stuff again, like cars and stuff. And so I was like, hey, check out what the RWF's doing these days. And then it brought it down to my level. So they understand. They get me. Yeah. But I went to the toilet.
Oh, again?
What? How many? Have you got bad gut?
No. Because I broke the seal early on, didn't I? So I had to, I got to go then. So, I mean, we're talking 3 or 4 pints later.
Yeah.
So.
Is this where you blame the smelly toilet on someone else again?
No.
Another door.
I didn't realise how big this pub was. It's only small from the outside, but it goes back really
It
far.
can be small on the outside and big
It's
on the
small.
inside. The TARDIS,
You look at it. Well, I did say that. I said
the
this.
TARDIS
Oh,
arms.
I said this is like the TARDIS, and they said, "What's that?" Don't forget it. Don't worry about it. But it goes back quite far. And there's a restaurant at the back of it. I didn't know that. Anyway, so you have to go round the bar, the other side of the bar, and there was a DJ playing at the end, but really low because it was early, playing low, and there was a few.
What was he playing?
Groups of playing. He was playing like ABBA and things like that, like
Nice.
cheesy, yeah.
Yeah.
I am the one and only.
Oh,
Yeah.
right up our street.
Yeah. So he's playing that.
Who sung's that?
Chesney Hawks.
Chesney Holt.
No, right up our street.
What street? So as I walked past the DJ, and I thought, oh, there's a DJ here. This looks a bit like a dance floor. This is going to kick off later. This is going to be a bit good. And then as I went to go through the door to go to the toilet, this lady jumped in front of me,
Oh, yeah.
and she had a sash on. And she went, hey!
What, just a sash?
Yeah. And there was like a group of women there, and she and I sort of went into Bob mode and did like little dance.
Oh, I
and
can imagine you
I went,
were like an
"Wey!"
audience.
I went, "Wey!" Yeah, and it was all jokey. And then I went to the toilet, and when I came back, she was standing in the same place but with her back to me, so I couldn't go back through the door to go back on the dance floor and back to the lads, the wolf pack. So I am. So I sort of protect.
Should we start this episode again?
Her mates could see me, but she couldn't. So I did the Bob thing again, and I did like a sort of fake run up, and then hey, he's back. Hey.
Should have slapped her on the arse.
Can't do that these days. Though.
Oh, can't you?
Yeah, you can't do
No.
that. Yeah, you can't do that these days. So then I did a little dance anyway. So then I went back to Lee and Alan. Now Lee is the only single one out of us. So as soon as I mentioned that, he was like, "Well, I'm going to go to the loo. I'll case it out, and if I want to move over there." So we're sort of led by him. He sort of leads the way. Anyway, right? So we end up over that side of the bar, and we bump into somebody. Right? We bump into this old guy called Martin. Now Martin, I wasn't going to say this.
When you say old guy, how old was he?
We're talking 60s.
Oh, ancient, yeah.
Yeah. And Alan, Lee was sitting down. Lee was leaning over, chatting to him. They were chatting, and Alan came over to me and said, "That's Martin." I was like, "Oh, great. Who's Martin? Somebody else I got to remember. Is this a new member we got to, And
New member.
yeah, and I didn't recognise him at first.
He's the old wolf.
I didn't recognise him at first, but then Alan said to me, "He's the guy that started the company, Tropical Blinds, that me, Alan, and Lee met at."
Oh, so if it weren't for him,
Yeah,
oh, that's quite a nice ending.
it was
to the
really,
story.
yeah,
So he created the
He
wolf pack.
created the wolf pack.
yeah. It was really bizarre.
Did you say this? To
All
me?
Alan kept telling me was how much money he had. Oh, he's minted. He sold it for 1 point whatever million and all that kind of stuff. And I was like,
Minted.
But did you say to him if it weren't for you?
yeah,
I'll be
well,
out
Lee
right
was
now.
Lee still works there, so Lee was talking to him about it and all that kind of stuff. But
See, weren't for him, you could have been out with proper blokes.
yeah, could have, yeah,
Or they could have been.
yeah. We could have been the tropical pack.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, he that was so weird for him to be there, and
Club Tropicana.
yeah. So that was a night. We had a few drinks, few laughs. Don't think Lee pulled in the end, but we did try. We did give him a heave ho, but
See how desperate he is.
No. But they were all, the group of ladies that were out. They were all mums. All their kids went to the same school. So that was sort of. He was like, "That's out,"
Why would they be out? It could be a single mum.
or somebody who cheats. So yeah, but he's like he's got his own kids and stuff. He's like, I don't want to take on somebody else's loads of kids. Dave's already got Lewis, hasn't he? So. But they kept asking, "Is Pauline coming out on the next one?"
I'm
Pauline
sure he did.
I'm telling you, they both did. Pauline coming out on the next one. Pauline coming out on the next one. So, and I said, yeah, she will, but she's going to bring a mate.
I'm not going on my own.
That's why I said bring a mate. So that was the Wolfpack night out. And then we got a cab home. Lee got a separate one up on his own. And then me and Alan got one because he lives 2 streets away. No nightcap this time. Went straight home.
No videoing, and
Yeah, I videoed it. Yeah.
you're the talk of the.
Yeah. I videoed
You
me.
went on the Facebook group of the Madman.
Yeah, the man's out again. Be careful of your children.
Well, I feel better now. I know that.
Yeah,
don't you,
yeah.
Dave? 18
Now you know
minutes
that's
in.
the.
I bet people have turned off.
That was the or turn on.
Oh. Are you proud of him, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
I am what I am.
Anyway, Finding Dory versus Monster Inc. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Wolfpack Journey of the Week.
Right, Finding Dory is a 2016 American animated comedy drama film produced by Pixar for Walt Disney Pictures. Oh, animation.
Are you right there, Dave?
Yeah. The film is both a sequel and spin-off following the events of Finding Nemo 2003, the 13-year gap. Ellen DeGeneres and Albert Brooks reprised their roles from the first film. The film focuses on, this is a good word, amnesiac. Fish Dory,
It's a good word if you can say it.
who journeys to be reunited with her parents. Diane Keaton played the mother.
And what's his name?
Levy.
Yeah, Gordon.
Drove with Chevy to the levee. What year was Monsters Inc.?
Oh,
2000,
2009?
2001.
2001.
Ah!
Wow.
Right.
It looks so much better than Toy Story.
Monsters Inc., also known as Monsters Incorporated, is a 2001 American animated comedy film produced by Pixar for Walt Disney Pictures. It features the voices, among others, John Goodman,
Yep.
Billy Crystal,
Yep.
Steve Buscemi, James Coburn, and Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah, good cast.
Yeah, it was. The film centres on two monsters, the hairy James P. Sully and his one-eyed partner and best friend, Mike Wazowski,
Love
who
that
are,
name.
who are employed at the titular energy-producing factory Monsters Inc., which generates power by scaring human children. However, the monster world believes that the children are toxic, and when a little human girl, Boo, sneaks into the factory, she must be returned home before it's too late.
What's her real name?
I don't know.
We never find out.
She's voiced by Mary Gibbs.
Oh,
She's very cute.
yeah. Well, Pauline, what one do you want to talk about first?
Finding Dory.
Okay. So,
I like the octopus.
he's the best thing in it. Hank. He's the best thing in it. Yeah, without a doubt. The wife Vicky, she said she just loves the way he just does everything, like the way he sits in the sink with his hand on the thing, the way he,
Vase of flowers.
the white.
He was the cat first of all, wasn't he?
Yeah, the yellow pole in the warehouse. She just, she loves him. She again,
And he drove the truck at the end.
Yeah, he did.
you couldn't see anything, but yeah. I forgot what I was going to say now.
Like Dory.
Yeah. I remember Hank from the first time I watched it. Kind of like the Iron Giant when we said about that. I remember Hank turning bad in the end.
What?
Like like the fluffy bloke in Toy Story.
You get a lot
3.
of false memories,
Yeah,
don't you?
your
I
memory's
do.
a bit strange.
Maybe I'm thinking, I would have done that, but yeah, I don't know. But he was good. He was good. It was better than I remembered it.
Is it better than Finding Nemo?
No, definitely not.
Hello.
No, because I like the bit with the albatross and the dentist thing. To me, that was really good.
What about the two seals on the rock?
Yeah, they were good.
Becky.
And if you stay on to the very end, have you done that? Right after all the words have gone up, everything.
Credits.
Yeah,
You
it
call
went
them?
from my head. Right, have you ever done that? Right to the very end, the scene.
Oh, did they kick that bloke off
yeah,
again?
and then that one keeps trying to get back on, and then they keep pushing him off, and then they both disappear for a fish, and he comes on, and he looks all proud and smiles, and then it ends.
Go on, Errol, get off. Go on, Errol, get off. That's Idris Elba as well, isn't it? He voiced a lot
I
of
like
stuff.
him.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. The Becky thing was good. It does. There are a couple of things that annoyed me. Not annoyed me, but I didn't enjoy as much. The two whales, the whale talking and that. I mean, the whale talking annoyed me in the first, like Finding Nemo. In this one, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I mean, that whole. I can't. No, but that other one that said you can see things.
the things. Yeah.
That it doesn't work like that, does it? It doesn't work like that.
No.
It's mental. Yeah, I just that annoyed me. That annoyed me. But I like Becky.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed it, but I'm not fussed if I watch it again. Where with Finding Nemo, I'd happily watch that again. Do you like that?
Yeah. I found the end was quite.
I did.
touching,
I enjoyed it.
Where they
It's
all they've
good.
done is put the shells out
Yeah.
every day,
And then she
every
followed
day.
the shells. What would Dory do? What would Dory
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, I thought
No,
it
I
was really
enjoyed
sweet.
it,
I
but-
thought it was sweet.
It's not one I think. I'm going to watch that again.
You get the turtles again from the first one. Otters turtles.
Oh, they were good. They were
They
cute,
were
weren't
good.
So
they?
cute.
Yeah.
It's a snuggle party. Yeah, quarantine.
What about you, Dave? What did you
Sigourney
think?
Weaver.
Oh, that's the best bit of the film. That is.
Hello, I'm Sigourney
And
Weaver.
as a friend once told me,
Yeah, her name's Sigourney.
you
Yeah, I
think,
like it.
Dave?
What did you think, Dave?
I think the first one was better, Finding
I
Nemo.
do.
But yeah, it was all right. I mean,
I like the more oceany, stay in the ocean kind of thing, or in water. I don't like the whole truck.
Which is strange because you don't like being under the water, do you? The ocean?
No, but I
Snorkeling
don't
and
have to
all
hold
that?
my breath to watch it.
No, but I thought it makes
Sitting there with my snorkel.
Becky comes home.
I'm watching Nemo.
Joe, what wouldn't surprise me if you did.
No, I just when the whole driving the truck and in the back of the truck, and I just he can see the truck. That whale can see the truck going and coming, and that was just too much for me. It was just too much.
I love Dory though.
Well, you couldn't take it seriously. Well, you're not supposed to,
No,
are
I
you?
know you're not. But it's just that I just like the different bits in the ocean. As soon as they go into the human world, it's like, well, I mean, he made an ugly baby, didn't he, old Hank?
Oh yeah. I like that bird though. What's the bird's name that was carrying him
Becky.
in the bucket? Becky, yeah.
Becky, yeah. Oh, Roo, Becky.
And we did get a little mine as they flew past.
Follow them. Yeah, what would Dory do? Just keep swimming.
Yeah,
I like
it
the way
was good,
I like
but-
the way it linked to the first one as well. Like with they sort of bumped into each other. She sees the boat.
Yeah, that whole
Yeah. Oh, boat! I saw a boat. Yeah, I did like it. I thought it was good. It's just that them two whales just really annoyed me. Like, I mean, they jumped out of their tanks into the ocean. You're telling me that's the only time they'd ever done?
Why didn't they just do that earlier?
Yeah, I don't know. There were good parts and it was funny, but it's no Finding Nemo.
No, it's not.
It's no
'Cause
Finding
I
Nemo.
love Finding Nemo.
Yeah,
And I love Dory in Finding Nemo. It's not the character I don't like. It just got a bit...
yeah. It felt a bit more emotional, a bit more
Did you
family. I've got to find my mum and dad. There was a lot of.
Did you ever any think about it's a bit tasteless taking the mickey out of people like who got memory loss and that, as they get older? Do you think it was
I never
I think
thought
if she
that.
was, I think if she was older, if she was an old fish, then maybe. But because she was sort of born with it, this disability.
And isn't that what fish they say? Every fish. We don't know.
Oh, yeah,
We're not
that's
fish.
true, yeah.
Every fish has got...
Goldfish, yeah.
Got, it's what all fish have, isn't it? Mind you, none of the others had. It was only her.
I'm not sure it's true though, because when I had my pond at the old house at Swanley, if they had no memory, then why did they come flying up to the surface of the water when you
Yeah.
got your bowl of food with you?
They knew all
They
right.
knew, yeah. So they hadn't forgotten that. So I'm not sure about it.
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe it's training the brain. Monsters Inc. I didn't do any notes on Finding Dory because I just thought
I thought to myself,
I know
what
it
do you
quite
know?
well. Yeah, I know it. I've seen it very recently, so I didn't think I needed notes. But it was just them two whales that were the negative, really. But I did do notes on Monsters Inc. and I've only got a couple.
Go on
So she comes out of her room, right, on the back of Sully. Okay. Now, what is the time space between him putting her back in her world?
Because it's still night time, isn't it?
Yeah. So is it like at any point
Yeah, but
do
don't
her
we
parents
really
come in and
care,
check
do
in?
we?
Do her parents come in and check on her? She's not there,
Get her up in the morning and she's gone.
but she's there.
No, I
She's
think
got a
you're
handful
way
of-
too deep into that.
Well, I'm just curious.
Yeah,
What's
it's
the?
only a cartoon kids film.
Is it? Oh yeah. When she goes back in her room, did you know when she wants to show Sully her toys? Did you notice all the toys she gives him? So
Yeah.
there's Jessie from Toy Story.
Oh, I didn't even notice
So
that.
yeah, Jessie the cowgirl. Nemo is one of them.
Oh, I know it was a Nemo. I saw
And the
Nemo.
Pixar ball, the classic
Yeah.
yellow,
Oh, I
red,
didn't
blue.
notice
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, because I actually thought it was Nemo, but Nemo hadn't come out then, had it?
I don't know.
2001. Oh, went Nemo later?
I don't know. But they obviously had it in the pipeline with this.
At the same time, I think.
Let's whack a Nemo in
Yeah.
there.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I noticed that.
I like Randall. That's Steve Buscemi's,
Yeah.
the colour changing
Yeah.
one.
But I
And-
love Mike Lizowski.
Yeah. I love Billy Crystal. I love him in anything I've seen him in. When Harry Met Sally, he was the guy in Click who sells him the remote. You know.
Oh, I remember that film. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've not seen that for years.
and he's sort of ribbing him every time.
What's the one where he's in with Jack Palance, where he's the cowboy?
City Slickers.
Yeah, City Slickers.
They're 1 and 2. Yeah, I just really like him. I just think he's just a nice bloke. I feel like he comes. I feel like he would be like that if you met him. But yeah,
Never meet your heroes.
Never meet your heroes. Always meet it. No, it is never. Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I Billy Crystal's brilliant.
Is this quite hard for you?
Yeah. I would say so. Yeah.
They're on the same sort of.
They are very similar. Yeah, they give me the same vibe.
I'm not a big fan of the
'Cause you
Monsters
don't
Inc.
look
films.
very
No,
impressed.
it's better than I watched the University one before I watched the first. Well, actually,
I've never seen that.
I watched
that's-
the first one. I watched the first one when it first came out,
Oh right.
and I don't remember being that impressed then. But I watched the University one, and I don't know how I got to the end.
Horrendous.
I've not seen that.
Horrendous.
It's all right. I mean, nothing
Oh,
great.
I I went to cinema to watch that. Oh,
The big one gets on my nerves. Sully. I like the little bloke with the eye,
Yeah.
but
when he
Mike.
puts his contact lens in, the one big contact lens.
But I'm not a big fan.
You're not
of
blown
Monsters,
away
Inc.
by it.
Well, he says well, he's on the advert, but he's covered up.
Oh, yeah.
I was on TV. He's doing
She
something.
thinks he's going to be all disappointed. That'd be you, that would.
Yeah, it was yeah. Wazowski. Roz, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the geezer, the orange one who comes out with a sock on his back? What's the number? The 2319. 2319. They shave him, stick a cone on him. And he shoves that bloke back in, doesn't he? Because he gets it like 3 or 4 times.
Do you reckon the little girl's too sweet? You know,
She reminds me of Charlotte's little girl.
She just,
She's-
it's just a sweet little. It's nice when he goes back in there and she's, she calls him something, doesn't she?
What does she call him?
I don't know. I can't remember. She
No, I
says
can't
something
remember.
and he says boo, and then it ends.
Yeah.
They gave me the same nice vibes as the Dory finding her parents.
Dory.
Yeah, but I
They're
like.
just okay, aren't they? You don't think.
Well, they're
not
both of them. You feel like
Yeah,
they're both okay.
You don't feel like some of these. You think, oh, I love it so much. I can watch it again. It's just, yeah, it's all right.
Did you
Quite
watch
good.
these when they came out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you watched them recently as well?
Yeah, last
And-
week.
Oh,
God,
and
I've got to get them fresh in my head.
that's right. And have you? So they haven't
It
changed.
wasn't as good.
Oh,
Monster
okay.
Inc. wasn't as good as I remembered.
Oh, start finish.
That's not me.
Is that mine? No.
it's the alarm clock.
Oh,
Hey!
Press the top in.
Dave set an alarm
I
clock.
love how you put your phone to right to your ear. Is it me?
Is it me? I can never tell. I've only got one working ear, haven't I? Everything sounds like it comes from my left. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed with Monsters Inc. It wasn't because I remember it. So Lewis was only really little, and he loved it, and used to watch it a lot. And he used to have a little Mike Wazowski, and I remembered it being good. But when I watched, I thought, oh, a bit flat. I'm a bit flat. I should have thought about 100. I'm thinking about them all.
Yeah. Should we just stop this season?
Yeah.
I wrote it down. Remember, you said to write it down. Mobland.
Oh,
You was talking about Mobland.
now. One of
Okay.
the episodes. I don't know when you said it to me, Dave.
No, we discussed it first, and then I mentioned about the opening scene, the guys in the cab. Do you remember?
Which I could see about that bit. That was a
yeah,
bit.
I didn't get
It's
past that.
absolutely.
Yeah, my heart sunk with that bit.
Yeah, but
it's,
that's
it gets
just a
away
quick
from
bit,
that.
and then
yeah.
it's nothing like that again.
It just sort of
it's
sets up the
fantastic.
war, doesn't it? Really.
Everyone that ended, I ended up doing nothing yesterday because I had to watch the next one.
You were
the next
binging.
one, then the next one because it ends, doesn't it? Deliberately on such a. God, who's next? You must watch it, Bob.
Okay, I'm gonna have to give
Oh,
it a go.
it's so good. Helen Mirren.
She's horrible.
She's horrible. She plays it so well, doesn't she?
She's the power behind the throne.
And I
isn't
can't
she?
even see Conrad. I can't even see that he's Piers Morgan anymore.
Piers
Brosnan.
As I said, I didn't realise. Piers Morgan! like Piers Morgan, not people that
It's funny you
like
can't see him as Piers Morgan because he's not.
It's Brosnan. But I don't see. But first I thought, oh, it's a bit weird. But like, I'm not keen on Piers Brosnan. But it's absolutely brilliant. The stories.
Have you finished it all?
Well, I've gone as far as I can. I've got to wait for the next episode.
Oh, is it only season 1 at the moment then?
There's only one season.
Oh, okay. And how many
I
episodes?
don't know if
was
there's
it?
any episode. I don't know if there is. It was 8 or 10, but we watched 7.
I've watched whatever.
Oh, maybe I'll wait for all of them and then
Yeah,
we'll do
because
it.
it's so good.
All right, I'll
twists
try
and
it again.
turns.
On your head be it. On your head be
Yeah.
it. All right. Good luck with that, Mobland. I mean, I've got to admit that the opening bit with the cab,
That was a
was
bit.
annoying.
I can see your point. When that come on, I thought, I do see what you mean. By
these
this.
are just knobheads being...
But they're not.
Oi.
Yeah. It's,
So I thought that was going to be a recurring character. Anyway,
he's a.
Oh, he's
Oh,
horrible,
he's
wasn't he?
absolutely that.
You want him to
is
cut it
right.
a sticky
I
end.
want him to have his head smashed right in and shot, tongue ripped out, and you wait. If you
well,
watch it, you'd feel
I'm
the
gonna
same.
I'm gonna press this button while Pauline calms down. Wowzers!
It's August the 10th, 1987. I've been watching too many horror films lately. Tonight I was watching TV late at night, and a car pulled up outside the house and just sat there, engine running. I turned off all the lights and the TV and kept peeking outside the window until it finally drove off. A few minutes later, they were outside the Archer's house, so they were probably just scoring weed off Derek.
Classic Derek.
But even so, I could feel my heart beating on my chest. So no more Freddy Krueger type movies for a while. I'll stick with comedies like Summer School. Carl said he's going to give me a bunch of his old albums. He's going to give me a bunch of his old albums that he doesn't want anymore. I'm not taking my record player to university with me, so I'm not sure what I'll do with them other than leave them here at my parents' house.
Well,
So Derek is obviously the one that they go to for a bit of weed.
bit of
Everybody,
weed,
'cause
yeah.
She knew that it'd be Derek.
he's probably dead now.
Oh,
What year was it?
87.
87.
We're not doing it every day, though, are we?
No, she didn't do it every
She
day.
just
though.
does
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
every
yeah.
now and then.
Good old Mary from the dairy. Stop with them horror films. They're no good for you.
I hope this Archer family aren't listening.
Yeah, hold on a second. This sounds...
Derek!
Derek.
Yeah,
Oh.
watching too many horror
Probably
films.
scoring some
Do you
weed
ever
off
watch
Derek.
all the Freddy Krueger films?
No, I don't do horror. I don't do
No,
horror.
I'm the same.
A horror film has to be a certain vibe for me to enjoy, because I don't like being scared and I don't like being made jump. But something like The Village or something sort of The Sixth Sense, something that
Yeah,
gets
The Village
you...
is good.
The Sixth
Yeah,
Sense.
something like that.
That's not
Scary,
horror,
right?
really, is it?
Just,
It's
to me, blood and guts ain't scary.
Oh, no, me. I can watch
just
blood
crap.
and guts all day. It's boring. I just think
Yeah.
boring. I don't even consider that as blood. It does nothing. But a ghost film.
The others.
No.
Yeah, see, the others
Oh,
I
I've
like.
seen the others.
Yeah.
I like that. To me, that's not in Sixth Sense them. But when it's
Like Thriller.
they're going to bed at night and she hears a and she's looking around. And
Excuse me.
You know that my heart's going. I can't go to bed.
Yeah.
Can't turn off the light.
That's the one time that wearing glasses comes in handy, because I just lower them a little bit and
You can't see.
everything becomes blurry. But yeah, I don't like being scared. Horror films don't do it. I wouldn't watch a Freddy. I remember being a kid and everyone was like, "Oh, after school we're going to go around Stewart's and we're going to watch Freddy Krueger," and I was like,
But that
"Okay."
doesn't really bother me as much because it's not. It's ghost. It's a ghost film.
It's almost
And
like a
I can't
comic.
do that. What was the song? Fred is gonna get.
Oh yeah,
you.
1, 2,
Fred-
Freddy's going to get you. 3, 4,
gonna knock at your door.
I can't
Yeah,
say-
I did see the first one, but I never watched any of the others.
Yeah.
I didn't like Halloween's and Amityville's. I didn't like any of them.
The Exorcist.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Did it that is,
Oh, The Exorcist.
that is
Yeah.
scary.
Trouble is, there's been so many spoofs, it's lost its impact. It's like when the kids, I played the kids the old Frankenstein film, and they thought it was Herman Munster.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh, it's Herman. I thought, oh, that's killed
That's
that film
killed it
stone
then.
dead.
What's that horror film where it's something you mustn't say 3 times?
Oh, it was
Candyman.
Candyman,
is that
yeah.
Candyman, in the mirror, isn't it? Yeah.
Would you say it 3 times now?
Of course you would.
You wouldn't. Just in case.
Yeah. But I used to watch it when I was a kid as well.
That's with the clown, isn't it?
Yeah, and I quite liked it up to a point. Then
I've seen that.
It just gets stupid by the end, but as it sort of builds up as them as kids and all that kind of stuff, I like that kind of what's going to happen next? Well, I don't want jumping and that doesn't.
Mine's just ghosty things. I can't do spirit ghosts because you think, well, you don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
But when I saw The Exorcist at the cinema, went up London to see it, Wardour Street, and God, it was like nothing he'd ever seen before, you know. And then we told all my mates about it at the pub, and then we went to watch it at the Elephant and Castle, watched it again about 3 days later. There was all people outside with placards, don't see this film, it's the work of the devil, and all that sort of stuff. But the funny thing is, on both occasions, the bit that made people jump in that film was something not scary at all. It was when the priest went back to his digs and he was looking at stuff to do research in that, and he knew something was going to happen, but he didn't know what. And then he was looking at suddenly the phone rang really loud. And everyone jumped back.
The old school phone.
Yeah.
Because you're already on edge, aren't you?
Yeah.
Thinking,
I mean, so sometimes
I read the book as well.
Sometimes I'm scrolling through social media and it's all a load of crap, and then suddenly something will pop up and it'll be like a behind the scenes video or picture of one of those being made, and like there's a really good clip of Jack Nicholson before he does the "Here's Johnny" scene, and he's jumping around getting himself all in the air, and you just think, wow, like that's such an iconic scene, and I've never seen him like that. And there's another one as well where it's a photo, but it's The Exorcist, but you see behind the wall and all the moving parts, everyone's behind there going like this. But it's I love all that. And Alfred Hitchcock, and everything's off kilter with Alfred Hitchcock, isn't it? And on the thing that we've got, when you go on to top rated movies ever on IMDb or whatever, you always get 12 Angry Men on there. Yeah. And that always, I don't know why, but I always think of that as a thriller, because it's...
I know that. What's that film?
It's the...
Well, it's just in one room, the jury room.
I love that film.
And it's all hot and the fans going.
Yeah, that's one of my favourites.
I think I've seen that film more than any other film.
You reckon that'd be on top playlist?
When Lewis said to me, I've said this before, no, when Lewis said to me, watch this, I was like, no, it's not mine. And then you said how good it was, and I thought, I'll give it a go then.
Oh, I watched it with you. You said, no, come on, let's watch it. Because when Dave says we're going to watch an old film, 7 times out of 10 it's going to be some old crap. But every now and again there's a nugget, yeah. And I remember, like, because obviously you watched it a million times, but when the bloke brought the same knife in, I was like, I looked at Dave like,
so good.
They've done a remake of it in the 80s or 90s with Jack Lemmon playing the Henry Fonda role. It's practically as good. It's just an old Tony Soprano's one of the 12. He's
okay.
Yeah.
Lewis watched it at school, and they all had to discuss
all
about it and what they were doing, you know.
Oh, we had Of Mice and Men.
We had To Kill a Mockingbird.
Still never read that book.
Actually, he's in Henry Fonda's in another film, not similar, but called The Wrong Man. It's I think it's a Hitchcock film, and he's a musician, plays in a club at night, and he gets accused of murdering this person, and he's got nothing to do with it. But they just build a case, and he's good. If you ever get a chance to see that, The Wrong Man. That's a good film.
Imagine that, being accused and found guilty of something, and
go to a lineup, the woman's picking you out.
My God.
That's him, number 4.
Yeah, and you can't prove that it was you.
Yeah,
that's what happens to him. He gets deeper and deeper in.
This must be horrendous.
Every time he does something, it puts him further and further in. There's one bit where he spelt draw, not D-R-A-W, but D-A-R-W-E-R. And apparently this bloke wrote out a message to get the money out the drawer, pass it over, and he spelt it the same.
yeah.
That went against him as well. Yeah, it's a good film.
Yeah, it's like when you watch these, like Making a Murderer, and they like the young idiot comes in and they say, "Look, just tell us, and you can go home."
Oh,
He's like, "Yeah, okay, I did it. Who did it? Who was it? You? Yeah, it was me. Was it with a knife? Yeah. Or did you have a gun? Yeah, yeah. No, I had a gun. Yeah. Was it? Did it have a black handle? Yeah, yeah. Or was it a brown handle? Oh yeah, a brown one. Just lead him to all the answers that they want, and thinking at the end that he's going home. I'll tell them what they want to hear. I can go home. Like,
Well, back in the 60s and that, or the 50s before, no doubt every year before that, the coppers just used to beat it out of them, you know, before the old tape and videos and all that sort of stuff. Just get him in there, don't mark him facially, just give him a good punch now and again, you know.
and then in the newspaper, it say he admitted to.
Yeah.
Oh, he's guilty. Brilliant.
Yeah, he signed it, look, it's his confession here.
All shaky in blood.
yeah.
All you got to do is say you've done it, and this will end. And after about 2 days and 2 nights, you do anything, wouldn't
Exhausted
you?
and
Just to
say
stop it, yeah. That's what happened. And that's why they can never bring back hanging, because they get it wrong. If they didn't get it wrong, but you can't guarantee they don't
gonna
get
say,
even
can't
to
they?
this day they're getting them wrong. So
Well, look at OJ.
bit too late, isn't it? After you've hung them.
Yeah.
Did you watch the new documentary on the OJ Simpson trial? Oh, it's so interesting. It's fascinating because they interview people that were part of it, not part of it, but in the jury and like were witnesses, and they had all this evidence and all that kind of stuff, who believed that he didn't do it. Now, obviously, having seen all the evidence that they didn't have in trial. I don't know where all that evidence was. Like, it's just, it was. Oh, it's a great
I think
documentary.
with the glove was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. He's an actor, of course he's. Yeah. Good old OJ, eh? The juice. May he rest him.
Yeah, he was a great footballer, wasn't he? A great American footballer. One of the
Yeah,
greats.
well, yeah, that's the funny thing,
He
because
was a running back for the Bills, I think.
over there, he's like, he was,
Yeah.
it's almost like, I mean,
True, when he went on the run.
yeah.
Go
yeah.
Juice! Go
Yeah,
Juice!
all by the side of the road,
Yeah.
where we got people out in the street. It was like over here when the Queen died and she was driving along, people were stopping their cars in the road, watching it go past, and it was mad, absolutely insane. Americans. Yeah, I enjoyed that program. Anyway, you got a quiz, Dave, or not? We run out of time.
Well, it's only it's a question one again, easiest quiz in the world for a minute each.
Oh, God,
so
that don't bode well.
we can do that, can't we? Right, let me set up my minute.
Are you Bluetoothing?
Oh, no, I'm not.
I'm
I'm on the clock.
I'm on the clock. Okay.
on the clock.
And I'm
Tools.
hungry. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm a bit peckish now, but I've had breakfast. You didn't have
I
any
didn't have breakfast, no.
Right.
This is, hold on, Dave.
The quiz.
Derek.
Bob this time.
Tails.
Heads. Now you going first or you chasing?
I got it wrong.
Oh, yeah. Pauline. What are you doing? I'm talking to Pauline.
I'll go first.
Pauline versus Bobber.
That is I.
Right, you have 1 minute, Pauline. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Dave.
Have you got your brain in gear?
No.
Right, I will give the answer if you pass or get it wrong. So you want I'll go 1 minute 15 because you pretty crap last time, weren't you?
We were terrible.
Well, we got through them. I just didn't know
you
the
got 3 and
answers.
4. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Who was the first Disney princess?
Snow White.
Correct. Which city is Peaky Blinders set?
Oh. Pass.
Birmingham. What's the UK's busiest airport?
Heathrow.
Correct. Official language of Australia?
English.
Correct. Name of toy cowboy in Toy Story.
Jessie.
Woody.
Woody.
What sport is played with a shuttlecock?
Badminton.
Correct. How many days in a leap year?
364.
366.
Oh shit! I went the wrong way.
How many minutes in 2.5 hours?
150.
Correct. What's the name of the pub in EastEnders?
Queen Victoria.
Correct. How many letters in Netflix?
7.
Correct. What is a trilby?
Hat.
Correct. Who wrote Hamlet and Macbeth?
Shakespeare.
Correct. Who is first in line for the British throne?
Prince William.
Correct. In tennis, how do we say 0?
Oh.
Not started, so I'll finish.
Love. I don't know. Is it love?
It is love. You scored 11. Bit better
Oh, that was a
bit better than your 3 last time.
And the Birmingham one.
And the Birmingham one. Oh, I knew all
I'm
of them,
sure you've had the
really.
Birmingham question in a different quiz.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
I knew it.
You didn't get it
I'm
then.
going Belfast in my head.
Oh, God.
How annoying about the leap year.
This don't bode well.
Oh,
I can see what you did exactly the same as I would. You
going
go,
the wrong one.
yeah, just one more or one less. Oh, nervous now.
Right, Bobbert,
I need a nervous wee.
What has keys but can't open locks?
Piano.
Correct. How does the ocean say hello?
It waves.
Correct. How is Peter Parker also known?
Spider-Man.
Correct. Who sang Bohemian Rhapsody?
Queen.
Correct. Which civilization built pyramids?
Egyptian.
Correct. How many planets in our solar system?
8.
Correct. Who wrote the Harry Potter series?
J.K. Rowling.
Correct. Which Shakespeare play features the characters Romeo and Juliet?
Romeo and Juliet.
Correct. What is the main ingredient of an omelette?
Egg.
Correct. What town do the Simpsons live in?
Springfield.
Correct. Which country did the tango dance originate?
Spain.
Argentina. What colour are Smurfs?
Blue.
Correct. What colour is an emerald?
Green.
Correct. What do Americans call autumn?
Oh, fall.
Correct. What date is Halloween?
The 31st of October.
Correct.
You bloody beat me.
Pauline 11, Bobbert 14.
Halloween is my wife's birthday.
I was
So.
going to say, if you had got that wrong, there would have been
Just-
trouble.
just-
So you made them definitely easier for us.
I had a couple of blimmin', what do you call it? What's the word? I can't even think the word. I'm so hungry I can't think the word.
What's the score, Pauline?
3-2 to Bob.
Oh, okay.
What are they called? You know, what's got keys and don't?
Piano.
Piano.
Yeah, but what's it called? What are they called?
Oh,
Piano keys.
No,
No.
you mean it? Not a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
What's
know.
the word?
What are you talking about?
What? It's not a question. It's
It's
what runs round the garden that doesn't move?
Oh, riddle.
Riddle. Oh, fence.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
Fence
how does
below.
a C say hello? Bloody hell! Wave. He has definitely got
Yeah. Spits
easier
spits
for
at
us.
you. Yeah. Idiot proof, and that was.
I like
The
it, though.
quiz.
Yeah, it makes me feel smart.
I felt like I was so intelligent.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
Get me.
Yeah, they are for under 5. Some questions.
Oh, they probably were.
How did you only get 3 and 4 last time?
No.
Oh, it's disastrous. Isn't it?
3 to up, Robert.
Oh, and
Freeze
I
up.
knew the other two. If
You
I'd got
did,
them
yeah.
quick enough, we would have been.
Was
on
it
the
11,
same.
14? Yeah, so you
Oh,
need 3 more.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have got 13.
Yeah, you knew him. She knew him.
She did. Well, she didn't, did she?
The leap year,
did.
leap year Birmingham. You should have got them.
Yeah.
Yep. And that was the quiz, and I'm 3-2 up. Can't see it.
Yeah.
What are you eating after this?
What am I eating?
Yeah.
A roll.
Okay.
Well, I'm eating a roll. You are.
I'm having
Yeah.
2 rolls. How many rolls you having, Robert?
3.
What a pig.
What a pig.
3 rolls.
What an absolute pig.
Oh, you found a new mayo the other day, didn't you?
Oh, did I?
I didn't
This
know
is-
when you showed it.
This is
I
big
didn't
news. This is
think-
big news.
Oh, I thought,
Now, I am a big mayo eater. Have we mentioned this before?
Probably.
I like a bit of mayo.
I
Especially on a salad, especially with chicken.
chicken. Yeah, I like it with everything.
It brings chicken back to life, doesn't it?
Not literally.
No,
Don't go towards the light. Get rid of chicken. I love mayo. I love mayo.
Does it have to be Hellman's? Or...
And no, it has to be light as well. It can't be the
The other one's too eggy.
It's too eggy. Yeah.
Once you've had the light one, you can't really go back.
Yeah, it's too eggy.
But does it have to be Hellman's, or can you do like Sainsbury's own?
No, I can have Sainsbury's or the sachets. Sometimes you get sachets in a calf.
Yeah,
Any old.
You don't know they've been hanging around in the sunlight for God knows how long.
The longer
You
the
don't
better,
care.
as long as it's got legs. No, but I'll have. I mean, I have ridiculous amounts of it. If I have, say, like chips, I'll dip chips into it. But this mayonnaise, I went into. Vic always says I'm like, in Dumb and Dumber when he goes to the shop.
Yeah, you are.
When he goes,
You're like both of them.
he goes to the shop for some beer. I'm going to go get some booze. And he comes out and he's wearing that massive cowboy hat. He's got all these different things. He hasn't got what he has. That's what I'm like when I go in without
I can
Vic.
imagine that.
So I went in and I got some mayonnaise. So I walked in and went past the barbecue section. And it had like barbecue and all this kind of stuff. But then it had that mayo and mustard.
Yeah, and I love both.
Yeah. Mayo and mustard in one sauce. And I did when I got home. I didn't know what I had for dinner that night because I was at work. Vic was working from home. Came home and Vic had ordered something. It arrived. It was Subway.
Oh.
Subway meatball marinara. So
Nice.
I hadn't had that in ages. Yeah, there was a lot less in it. As a message, is that Subway calling? There was a lot less in it than when you get it in the shop. When you can see them putting it in. There was a lot less.
Because they know they're watching.
Yeah. Always watching. So I had that, but she ordered some like fries, but they weren't fries. They were like the waffle fries. I'm so hungry. I'm salivating. Look.
God.
But I was dipping them in the mustard mayo. Oh, it's really.
Is it nice? You
Really
recommend?
nice. Yeah. It's all gone. I finished it.
What are you talking about? Blimey egg.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Oh.
It was. Oh, it's really nice. Yeah, that's the future. I think that's the future because I like.
might give
Was that
a go.
Hellman's?
Is that your stomach?
No, it
That was
wasn't.
my stomach.
Oh my God, you two!
I think
You're ready for lunch,
I think
mate.
that was an A.
Eric Clapton would have been proud of that one. Or was it?
it
Or
was.
was it Heinz?
I can't remember. I've got the picture of it. Did I take a picture?
Just
of it?
like
family.
Eddie.
I sent it to the family, didn't I? I might have deleted it because it's let's face it, it's a picture of mustard mayo. But yeah.
Oh, here he goes. Look, on his phone.
Heinz.
Heinz.
Mayo must. Mayo must.
Yeah, I think
must.
I like the sound of
Heinz mayo must.
Because Fred
mayo
put-
mustard sauce. Oh yeah, the
Like
kids went.
The kids went,
"Ugh."
didn't they?
But because I like mayo.
They
and-
don't know their ball.
They don't know their
Well, yeah,
ball.
I don't really touch mustard. Never have done.
Oh,
No,
do
but I like-
mustard.
It's one of the few
Love
things
it.
I don't.
Oh,
I like whole grain mustard.
I went plain
They
old
like
English
Dijon.
mustard.
Yeah, not so much. It makes my nose tingle.
Mustard's the best.
Hmm.
And that was Steve got me onto mustard.
Good old Steve. Well
And a
played,
ham
Steve.
sandwich.
Hammer
Hammer
sandwich.
sandwich.
Yeah. It's nice, isn't it?
John.
There you go. Okay, well, I think we've.
I don't care.
I'm so Oh!
I'm going Finding
I
Dory.
don't care which one goes first.
Oh,
I'm not a Monsters Inc. fan.
I'm going to go Monsters Inc. then.
Oh, well, I'm
there you
going Finding Dory because I love Dory.
Monster. Sorry, Mike. Oh, look, we could get
I'm
a
surprised.
derby in the next round.
Finding Derby. Finding Derby. Finding Dory is through to the next round. We need to do.
I'm wondering,
Oh, go on.
you know when you do a draw and then I'll go home and in the week I'll watch the films.
Right.
I'm wondering if I shouldn't do that. Because
Oh.
they're taking away my lovely memories of the film.
Well, you
Yeah,
don't.
but you got to remember what they.
Yeah, but you don't really do notes, do you?
No.
But that's the thing, because.
can't be bothered.
But if I said to you,
Come on.
like, if I said to you in Finding Dory, for instance, I said, "Oh yeah, because they see the turtles
Oh, and
again,
I'm
don't
gonna
they?"
remember
Yeah,
that.
would you? Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
you don't.
wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. So I would.
I am.
But I think you should always remember what you felt when you watched it the first
Yeah.
time as well. So, but we need to do the draw. The draw for the next one, please, gang. I'm handing that one to you, and yeah.
I've got a classic.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
argue this is the best drawn cartoon.
Oh.
The best.
The best draw, the one that looks. the
Oh,
best.
okay, right. I thought you meant drawn. The draw.
Oh.
Okay.
Certainly better than 101 Dalmatians.
But why is that the benchmark now?
No, the
I liked
drawing.
it.
'cause-
Oh, right,
'cause
yeah.
That
It
could
was
be
a bit
an-
scratchy,
That could be a
wasn't it?
Hanna-Barbera
F01 Ernest is a good drawing one. Is it better than that?
No, this is the best drawn one. I've got Pinocchio.
Oh. Yeah. I've
Hello.
got Inside Out too.
Inside Out 2.
Old
what?
versus the new.
Old
Yeah.
versus the new. Well, we are off to have something to eat, definitely. Inside Out 2 up against Pinocchio.
Inside Out.
And just to say, before, if you want the next episode to come up, just give a little whistle.